This is a technique to remove or at least lessen those negative thoughts and images that you can sometimes keep repeating over and over in your mind. And it can be something related to as little as, an argument with a friend, or something happened at work that you can't get out of your mind. Maybe you've witnessed an accident or some other form of trauma. It doesn't matter how big or small it is, this process will work, and you don't even have to believe in it. All I ask is that you follow the steps, follow the process, and allow your neurology and your nervous system to do the work for you. So just for a moment, I'd like you to recall, bring to mind that whatever that negativity or that thought is, and notice in your body that there's a feeling connected to that thought. Where might that be for you? And just point to it. Is it in your chest, your stomach, your shoulder, your back? It doesn't matter. Wherever it is the right one for you. And now I want you to notice that there's a picture associated with that feeling. And if that picture were floating in the space around you, where might that be for you? And just reach out and touch it. And now take both hands, and I want you to trace the outline of that picture so that you know how big it is. And now when you look at it, I want you to see, are you in the picture? I mean, can you see yourself? Are you looking at yourself in the picture? Or are you actually inside it, looking, seeing, hearing, and feeling what actually happened? If you're inside it, I want you to take yourself out so that you are just looking at the picture. It's called disassociation. And is that picture a true picture, as in a still, or is it actually a movie? If it's a movie, I want you to make it into a still picture, a photograph. And is that photograph, that picture, black and white or in colour? If it's in colour, I want you to drain all that colour out. Drain it all down, make it black and white. And is there any sound associated with it? If there is, turn the sound all the way down. Now I want you to take your hands again, and I want you to squeeze that picture down. Squeeze it down, all the way down to the size of a postage stamp. And now use your imagination, that wonderful imagination, and imagine that little postage stamp floating up, over, above your head, and way into the distant horizon. And watch as it drops down over the horizon. And you know the sound a nail gun makes? I want you to imagine that little postage stamp being nailed back there. Nailed back for all eternity, never to return again. And when you know it's nailed back there, never to return again, I want you to test it. Try and get that old thought and feeling back, and notice what happens instead. That, as I say, is a very simple technique, and the process there and the changes I've asked you to make are the ones that typically work for the majority of people. It's the first step, let's say, and sometimes there'll be other specifics that you need to reduce, but for general, that one works. If you need some support in something more specific, whether that's for on an individual basis or as an organisation, please get in touch.